can't go without asking you about Kell Brook. There's obviously been a lot of talk. First of all, can I clarify this rematch clause? Did Amicon invoke the rematch clause, and is it in play?
Listen, I've no idea what the contract was. You know, I'm the trainer at the end of the day. I don't deal with the business end of it, but I couldn't even comment on that because I don't know. But it doesn't seem to be, you know, there doesn't seem to be talk of a rematch. There just seems to be talk of Kell Brook either fighting Eubank or CONOR BENN. Even Josh Taylor's been mentioned. But you know, even I'm not sure what Kell's going to do. You know, it was a great night in Manchester for Kell, and something what had bugged him for most of his career, he put to bed, and maybe he's satisfied with that now. And he's been in once or twice in the gym training, and I think he did say to me last week after the Tyson Fury fight he's going to make a decision on what he's going to do. So we'll just wait and see. But you know, for me, I'd be happy to see him sail off into the sunset. He's had a great career. Obviously, lots of ups and downs and you know, stuff going on. But he's made a few quid, and you know, he's set for the rest of his life. It's just what he's going to do with the rest of his life. But if he's still got that itch to fight, you know, I think you've got to scratch that itch, because I think it's no good. You know, we've got Ricky Hatton coming back. I know it's only an exhibition fight with Barrera, but I think you've got to give credit to those fighters like Cole Froch, Marvin Hagler. You know, once they pack up, they stay packed up, and I think that's the best way to go. So I think you'll have a think about it this week, and we'll know one way or another, I think, this week what Kell Brook's going to do.
That's interesting. And has Kell been keeping fit? I've seen a few videos of him here and there. It looks like he's still kind of in shape.
No, I mean, look, there's always... He was in a camp for a long, long time for that Khan fight, and I think that's why it was so easy. You know, it was almost 6 months. Obviously, not all of it was intense training. Maybe, you know, maybe 16 weeks was hard, but he broke into it. You know, got the time under his belt in the gym and broke into it steady. And when we went to training camp in Fuerteventura for 8 weeks, it was a pleasure. It was easy. It was enjoyable. And you know, he said to me last week, he came to the house, came with his daughter, and he said, "Oh, it was a fantastic camp." And he goes, "That's why I think I want to fight again, because I enjoyed the camp." But his mind sometimes changes from day to day, and you know, you're always going to have put a bit more weight, and you can't keep fitness and keep in condition. Not when you're Kell Brook anyway. And that's the thing what motivates him to get back in shape. So they have the downside, you know, the downtime, and then the uptime of training camps. So I think he's ticking over, doing a little bit, but he'll be nowhere near. You know, he'll need another good couple of months to get himself in shape and back fighting if he does. And I would imagine if he does, it'll be September, October. But you know, we'll wait and see what announcement he makes. Nobody's putting any pressure on him. You know, I don't want him to feel obliged to anybody. You know, to his fans or to me or to people around him that, you know, I want to see him fight again. It's, for me, it's like he's settled the score now, and you know, he deserves a rest and time off and do something else in his life.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn said earlier today, I think it was, that you know, he doesn't think Kell wants any smoke from CONOR BENN. I take it Kell's not responded to that.
Yeah, I think, look, it's a reality check when you know, people like CONOR BENN have to fight somebody who can actually fight. No disrespect, he's been built up nice and steady and nice and easily, and you know, he's got a lot of momentum. But in reality, you know, he's never really boxed anybody. And personally, I think, you know, it'd be an easy fight for Kell Brook, but they've got to create this interest behind CONOR BENN. You know, he has got a lot of support and a big fan base, and obviously he's got the BENN name. But I think it's, you know, when I analyse the White fight, when you think of the fights he's had over the last couple of years, and I think, you know, getting made to wait for 2 or 3 years obviously took the edge off Dillian, and he obviously got knocked out Povetkin. I think that takes something away from you. I think Dillian would have probably given Tyson a better fight a few years ago. You know, like I said, I'm not being disrespectful to Dillian Whyte. When he got in that ring on Saturday night, he didn't look like he had a clue against Tyson Fury. That's the reality of it. That's not slagging him off. That's, you know, Tyson just made him look like he'd never boxed, really. And that's just how boxing is. But maybe, you know, the best years have been taken out of him by waiting and biding time and taking fights he didn't need to, you know, to wait for. And that's what they say. Boxing's about timing. And I don't think the time's right for CONOR BENN to be challenging Kell Brook, because I think Kell Brook's still got enough in the tank to beat him. And maybe in a year's time that'll not be the case, but I don't think Kell's taken the bait. I think he's settled the argument he needed to settle. He hasn't really got a beef with CONOR BENN. He's just another young kid coming through who's, you know, trying to cut his teeth on somebody like Kell Brook. And I don't know if Kell's going to give him that chance, but you know, it'd be interesting to see where Eddie Hearn takes CONOR BENN. You know, what opportunities are going to be down there, because you can't keep boxing the likes of the Chris Van Eerdens and them type of guys. The fighters who are well past the sell-by date. You've got to find him somebody who's going to be a bit more competitive. That's the reality of it, because people aren't going to wear it for too long, are they? They're not going to wear it forever. So at some point he's got to fight somebody, hasn't he?
Moving on, Kid Galahad, I know he pulled out due to an injury. He was supposed to fight on the Leewood undercard. Any update on Barry and what weight we can expect to see him back at?
Well, you've seen him training today, and we're looking at, I think, end of June, beginning of July, and we're looking at super feather, maybe even lightweight. Like I say, he's kept down at the lighter weights for so long, and I do think the loss to Martinez was directly weight related. I think he just kept to that weight for too long. But you live and learn, and like I say, people, while they're winning, don't kind of change, do they? And you get beaten. You have to think about what's happened to you. Look at Manny Pacquiao. The weights when he got levelled and came back at higher weights and had great fights. And every time he kind of, look at Marquez, the Marquez knockout, probably down to weight again, and he moved up and had another good couple of fights. So. Yeah, we'll see. He's got a couple of weeks yet, and we're on to Eddie Hearn, see when the fight's going to be. We're looking end of June, beginning of July, I think.
So, anything else from the Ingle gym you want to share with us, Dom?
It's all quiet at the minute. Like I say, we're still just getting over the Kell Brook situation and having a bit of downtime. It was quite an intense camp for a long period of time, and we've got other little fighters, taking over. We've got Jake Petit. He's fighting on Friday. We've got Brad Goldsmith, who's had a few fights with us now, who's in the gym constantly training and just, boxing on little shows. We've got a couple of kids at the bases, all training, and it's going to take a year or two to get them to where we need them to be. But, boxing's a grind, and you just keep moving forward. That's all you can do.
Danny Morrell had a good knockout win last time around.
Yeah, Danny's done all right. He's, a lovely kid. He's had a lot of time out, and... he's finding his feet. He's got a good fan base, and he's keen. He's in the gym training, so we'll look for another fight before the summer kicks in with him, and then hopefully next in the autumn, September onwards, we can start getting out on a regular basis and really active.
Sam, Dom, thank you so much for your time, and we'll catch up with you soon.
No problem.